cup. There's the fact, and he weighs 190 pounds and is 59 years old. There you go.
Alrighty. Love it.
Damn.
Going down the line, Levin, you're up next.
Hello, I'm Aaron, and I'll be playing the Tarnatol Elf, Levin, for this campaign. And, Levin doesn't like horses.
Huh.
I feel that.
Good to know.
Hennig is writing that down.
I was gonna say that's interesting.
Alrighty, Mech, you're up.
Hey, how you doing? I'm one of the Matts, New York Matt. I'll be playing Mech, the Warforged Paladin. Mech's fun fact is that he hates to be dirty. I'm going to stick with what I said in the first episode. Being pristine and neat is just almost like a compulsion to him.
Good to know. So you're not going to like it if somebody throws some mud on you.
No, not at all. I'm always in the corner polishing myself.
Interesting. I like the phrasing too. Ceres, you're up.
So you're always rubbing one out.
Hi,
right?
my name's Joan.
Or one on.
Oh, yeah, so we just went there. Alright, so Joan, try that one again.
My name's Joan. I play Saris, Mark of the Shadow Cleric Elf. Something a small fact about Saris is that she's up until now gone out of her way to hide her face. Most people don't really know what she looks like.
Interesting.
She'll use disguises, magic, dirt, cloth, clothes, anything to sort of obscure what she generally looks like.
So you're willing to do anything to stay stealthy?
Pretty much, yeah.
But I know God.
It's included.
So pretty much like the opposite of what they do on cop shows. Instead of enhance, it's obfuscate, obfuscate, obfuscate.
Exactly.
So now, just to span off on that, how do you feel? Mech, what color is your pristine metallic armor?
It's a polished brass, almost to like a gold type look. Like if you polish brass, really, really shiny, with like silver overlay, like a trim almost.
Ooh, fancy doorknob.
Yes.
That it
Like
is.
everything from the shield to the armor to like the actual body parts, mechanisms and things. Yeah.
How would Ceres feel traveling with Mech, who does stand out for his pristine condition?
It takes a lot of her self-control not to like try and cover him with dirt. If she had the prestidigitation spell, she would be soiling him constantly.
Oh, you're not going to treat him like a bird, just throw a cover over him and hope he goes to sleep?
Or the other thing is, she did this. One of the reasons that's another reason she tends to hang back behind the group a little bit and look less like a part of that social little group unit, so that she's
You're
not.
saying you don't want to associate with us.
We're
too
too clean
shiny.
for her. We don't have enough pee.
Look, no. The only
You
shiny is in her pockets.
It's true. You have the cleanest goblin she's ever seen.
Which is fair. So
Yeah, I like
going on in that direction, Yami, go ahead. You're up, my friend.
As for me, I don't mind getting dirty. I'm not as clean as a mech. I'm more like a woodsy person, so I'm like covered with mud and twigs and etc. But for the fun fact, this is very, very self-explanatory. I don't trust nobody, not even myself, damn near half the time. So yeah, I'm very quizzical.
Good to
I'm
know.
always curious.
No, sir, that's called paranoia.
Or that.
So you're paranoid.
I'm just more so like, all right, who's
Do you
behind
feel
me?
like everybody is out to get you? Do you feel
Not
like the
every-
world is targeting you?
You
If
always
so,
feel like somebody's watching
you
you.
might be paranoid.
And yes,
If you don't feel that way, you need to be paying more attention.
Right? Because Joan has peeped a couple of people watching you guys.
Yeah, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean you're wrong.
Yeah, Joan's one of them.
yeah, I'm. Besides Fennec and Mech, yes, I got my eyes on everybody and every movement they do.
I love that you trust.
So you watch people's every step they make and every move they make.
Yeah, I was just gonna fucking do it, bro.
OMG, yes, you bastard.
I again, I can't go much
we
further
trying to get
because
sued?
copyright.
Are we trying to get sued?
No. Grown dot wife.
Well, I mean, in our defense, we get sued. That means people are watching us. So that should be a
Nobody
compliment.
quoted
And
it.
a couple of them might have degrees.
Also,
Nobody
I quoted
it exactly.
I quoted the song wrong, so it's enough that we won't get into trouble.
Exactly.
You get sued if you're not.
One would
So,
hope.
yeah,
Please don't sue us.
you get it, but yeah, that's it. For me.
All right, Fennec, take it away. You've had enough time. All right, take us away, Fennec. You've had enough time to think.
Yeah. So I am I'm the other Matt, I go by Boston typically, and I play the little goblin shadow sorcerer, Fennec. Fennec is an interesting little fellow. His fun fact for the evening is that in his travels and whatnot, he has a impressive collection of antique keys that he's kind of found along the ways or collected in various ways. He's not sure what any of them go to, but he hopes that one day, like, he might discover a few of their secrets, what they go to.
That's a good thing to note. So now, how many keys would you say that Fennec's acquired in his, 16 years?
I hadn't thought about that, but can I roll like a D?
Half of his carrying capacity.
That's what I'm going for. Yeah, you can. Go ahead and roll.
Just like to see, like, that would give me a number.
Yep. Yeah. Do you think you'd have a D6 worth, or do you think you'd have... Okay, D20. There you go. So you have 8 antique keys. Noted. This is going to be fun.
I think I'm
All
all
right.
shit. There's-
So, before we launch in, is there anything that anybody wants to say before we start our recap?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Alrighty. So with that, over the last session, we found that we broke up into multiple parties. One where we had Lance and Saris and Yami, who split off attempting to track down the shifter, who had been a part of the group who attacked Cole. The other part of the group remained behind and treated Cole and found out some information that guided them to head towards the Mithril Towers and the Unicorn Estates to meet with Alden the Orion, one of the scions of the Orion House, or the House of Orion. After that, they escorted Cole back to the Cogs Carnival, where Fennec and Mech hung out inside the tavern playing darts, and Levin remained outside along with Saris, rolling cigarettes and hanging around outside. It was Levin first. Yami and Saris did regroup after losing track of the shifter, and they did rejoin the party at the Cogs Carnival, where Fennec had managed to pull a bullseye while playing darts with Mech. It was at that point that Yami did, in a very creepy manner, come up from behind and whisper in Mech's ear, "Did he make it?" And Ceres hung out with Levin outside the Warforged Tavern. From there, they did go back to Levin's apartment to spend the night, where Ceres did remain outside in a previously established foxhole where she did spend the night, and the others rested within Levin's apartment, while Lance pursued his own means of attempting to track down the shifter. By the next day, he was unsuccessful in tracking him, but did attempt to interrogate a local unsavory character in finding out where said shifter went. That following day, the rest of the party went over to the Mithril Towers in the Unicorn State, where they did meet with Alden Diorian, where they were informed that his son was kidnapped and that he was being extorted. Being asked to rescue the child of Alden Diorian by the Kalishtar Vishtai, the players sought out Sergeant Vilroy, who gave them a new writ in order to pursue and find the child. Making the sorry, that was in the wrong order. But that did leave the party now heading towards where the child was last seen, and that it's at that point that they do regroup with Lance. With this, the party is now reunited, and you can discuss anything you need to catch Lance up.
Well. With the cat dragged in.
Levin's gonna roll his eyes.
Magnus. He completely ignored that comment.
Hello, Lance. You'll have to excuse our current attitude towards things. We just had a run-in with the Orion House. So I'm assuming you need some catching up and maybe swapping information.
Yeah.
Alden, the dragon-marked heir of this house, is currently being extorted.
It's a surprise, a dragon house being extorted.
Yes, but they tend to get a little pissy and they try to sweep it under the rug. Not his fault, really.
Of course. So what are we getting paid?
Well, we're still operating as deputies of the Watch, so I'm assuming they're the ones in charge of the commission.
Right. We're gonna have to update our pay range once we get back to the sergeant.
Well, there is that arrangement to work out. I think a little more important to update you on this one. Apparently there's a child that was kidnapped.
I assume that you...
Please continue.
Go on. I was just gonna say, I assume you all were hired to locate the child.
More to the point of the confidant of the house requested our assistance on that end. He's of the mindset that if, regardless of what Alden does, the child's going to be killed.
So we better work on double time if we want to keep a living child.
Well, there's that, and there's also the angle of if we actually manage to save this child before anything happens to him, House Orion owes us.
Yeah.
That's kind of important, don't you think?
Anything known about the kidnappers or nothing?
Well, we were making our way over to, I believe, there was a lift somewhere north of the estate.
Hmm.
Could somebody please back me up here?
Yeah. Right of it.
Oh. Speaking of which, I don't quite remember the name we agreed upon to call you while you're currently looking like this.
Is fine.
Sorry, I was referring to the elf lady next to me. I won't say her previous name out loud because people are currently watching. We are in the estate.
Great question.
Sorry, what's that?
She's dressed up.
Yeah, she's dressed up and disguised as someone that does not look like Saris.
And I forgot the name.
You look buttered up.
We'll just go with Thera for now.
Levin nods.
Right.
And forgive me, I'm horrible with names. I'm going to have to write that down when I get access to a pen.
But
And Levin is saying that loud enough for anybody that's nearby to hear it.
Lance will
Noted.
just give him one of.
Well, it's to the tune of, if I accidentally call you something that's not the name you gave out, there's an excuse.
I'm always watching you, Mike Wazowski.
Who the hell is Mike?
What's a Wazowski?
You guys are all Mike.
We've
That's
talked
it.
about this. You can't be weird in front of people.
Fine. I'm gonna step back behind people and be weird.
He has a very active imagination. That right?
Levin's gonna shrug and just cock his head over towards the north of the estate. And he's gonna just walk.
I'm just gonna squint and watch everybody.
What if
Okay.
everybody's watching you?
Everybody just turns around and looks at him. We're all just staring at each other.
Look, with a passive perception of 17, Levin knows how to use his peripherals. He does not need to be as obvious as Yami.
Well, sometimes you like to be obvious.
Depends on the crowd you're trying to draw.
And bringing us back. So, with that, we have Yami, who is now side-eyeing everybody. And you have Levin, who is using his peripherals as he begins moving towards the northern end of the estate. Is there anything else you'd like to do before progressing?
I would take the time to give a few more details to Lance, in particular with regards to how Alden was holding himself, and his mood changing when we brought up us being under Vilroy's employ, and when we mentioned the Dusk.
Alrighty. Lance, do you have any reaction as you're given this information?
He just nods.
Okay. Anybody else? Is there anything else you'd like to do before we progress?
Sarah's just doing the usual look around now, especially since someone was watching her previously. So she's definitely doing a look around to see if anyone's watching the group and her in particular.
Alrighty. Give me a perception.
Besides Yami?
She doesn't care about Yami.
Okay. I just have to make sure because I'm watching everybody.
Nick is going
Nobody.
to make his way slowly stand by Steris, and just as she looks, just kind of look up and see anything interesting.
With a 14, you notice that there are multiple sets of eyes on you, specifically because of the way that some of the party members are looking. not everybody is looking as dapper as some of the members of the party. So
Right.
you all do kind of stand out. That is the only attention you're able to glean from that perception.
That's fine. For the moment, she's less worried about being singled out because she is currently magically disguised, and
Yes.
it is her body language is. She's definitely giving the body language of deference to Levin.
Which is funny because I definitely look like I'm from out of town, given the fact that I'm currently wearing like blue robes, which is not common in Sharn.
Yep.
Like, I'm a desert person. This is how I dress.
Desert nomad.
And I'm shiny.
She hates that, but she will. She has an answer ready if it becomes an issue.
I hope the answer comes with free dagger.
Depends on the question.
Fair.
So with little Fennec asking you, is there anything you're going to inform him of what you notice?
She'll just like mutter under her breath, "You're all very conspicuous. Need to start not looking like adventurers if you're gonna walk around the city asking questions. Might want to look into investing in a few extra bits of clothes."
And without even hesitating to be subtle, he's gonna kind of like just grab his cloak and go, "What's wrong with my cloak?"
She just looks forward and just like, "I'm sorry, Sir Levin, that your companions are so rambunctious."
I'm of a mind to agree. Fennec, you are about 3 feet and 3,000 miles from being able to not get gazes on you for your cloak. We're in Sharn. You can have that look in Kabara.
Oh,
I
God.
think you look fine.
Oh no, he looks fine. He just doesn't look local.
Were we trying to look local?
Less out of town and more from around here.
I look at it as like, just for a moment, try to imagine what it looks like when we approach somebody together. Are they going to stay and listen to us talk, or are they going to run?
Lance will take out a cigarette, light it with a match, look at the others. Any reason why we're talking about playing dress up?
Passing the time as we make our way over to where we're going.
Musing.
And
Just
Lance,
rolls her eyes.
you've never done off-the-books work or off-the-cuff or undercover work?
Really no.
Classified.
Well, that's fair. Have you ever had to take care of any personal business and not look like what you're currently looking like?
If need to. Usually, though, direct, straightforward, and well-meaning approach gets you farther than most people think. As he takes a puff.
Oh my god, you really aren't from here, are you?
You're saying
Born, raised, and born.
Okay, slight side question. Is that a pre-rolled or is that a hand-rolled?
I was just about to say, are you passing that or?
I just thought it a little tidbit.
No, Yami's
Like-
like he's gonna look at Lance smoking this like, do you have more of those? Can I get one?
Oh, that's rude.
Sure. He hands him one.
Appreciate it. I owe you one. As I start
No
lighting it
problem.
and puffing it.
It's not leisure time, and Levin's not waiting for something, so he's not pulling one out.
So as you're conversing, you are moving your way forward this conversation, and you do have some more time to continue on. I'm not stopping the conversation, but you have been on your way making following Vishtai's, his directions towards the lift. So
Right.
if you have anything else you want to discuss or any other sort of banter you want to get out of the way, you do have the time now.
I believe Vishtai told us that there was a lift at the location that's been modified.
Yes.
Alright. And having access to Old Sharn usually requires permission.
Didn't
One
they
of
say
the-
they would provide us with a way to get through?
I think the lift is not exactly legal.
Yep, so there is no, as you're approaching, you would notice that there are no guards really protecting it. Upon getting closer to the lift, you notice that hanging from it, the double doors, is a sign that says out of order.
Well, this looks like the perfect place to go.
I'm gonna do a quick once around of the area just to see if there's anyone currently, monitoring from a distance of this exact spot.
Alrighty, is anybody else doing a quick or a look around?
Hell yes.
Yeah, I feel like we'll do one.
Give me a perception check, please.
Can I see if the lift is actually broken?
You can start investigation for you. Give me an investigation check.
It's a classic.
So anybody looking, give an investigation.
If you're looking at the elevator or at the lift, yes, you would give me an investigation. If you're looking for somebody who might be watching you, that would be a perception.
All right, so I'm gonna
Lance
definitely
will
do
keep a
perception.
watch out. Lance will keep a watch out for anyone.
Alright, so Levin, you don't notice anybody specifically, but you do notice that it is unusually unpopulated even around the border. It's as if the entire area around this lift has been cleared.
And to be honest, we're not terribly far from Unicorn Estate.
No, in fact, you are several miles away, so it should be more populated. The rest of you don't really notice anything. Mech, as you approach, you notice that the double doors of the enclosed lift car open as you push the button in your investigation. And it reveals inside a 15-foot cube made of stone. There are some etchings of unicorn patterns covering the walls. A magic orb in the ceiling illuminates the lift. You notice two young adults, a shifter and a well-dressed human, talk nose to nose, cradling each other's faces in the corner of the elevator, absorbed fully in each other and taking no notice of you.
Hey, official business. Move along here.
How are you approaching this? Are you attempting to be
I think-
intimidating, or are you trying to be persuasive?
Neither.
Shiny
Okay,
or no
so-
shiny?
Just
So
telling
you're
them?
just... Alright, so you notice that as you just talk, they don't
I
respond.
figured I
They're
just
too
opened the
engrossed.
door and there's a big robot while two people are making out.
They're too engrossed in each other, like they haven't even noticed that the door opened. They're just staring longingly in each other's eyes and engrossed in the moment.
Mech was saying this loud enough for the rest of us to hear, though?
Yeah.
Yes, I would assume, yes.
Oh, gods. My attention is now on the lift.
Saris turns around and looks at the lift. It just rolls her eyes. It's like, can I just step in then? Try a thing.
Levin's gonna palm you 5 gold. Smooth things over quickly, please.
And she's
I'm
gonna.
gonna.
Saris walks over next to them and is like, hello there. Couldn't help but notice you're having a wonderful time. I think It's so wonderful to see people finding such joy. Can I help you find it in greater comfort and privacy? And I will hand over 10 gold pieces, handing over 5 of my own.
Give me a persuasion check.
Hmm.
At advantage.
Yay.
Mech's gonna lean over to anybody next to him and be like, "Were they mating?"
I'm gonna lean over to Mac and be like, I think so. I mean, you got this though. And I'm gonna give Mech a little nudge, like an elbow nudge, like you got this. I'll back you up.
You are going to
Take
notice
a
that
second.
the money does break through their enamored emotions. Oh, I mean, sure, if you're offered. And you're going to notice that the shifter quickly takes the money, and the well-dressed human takes her hand, and they start walking.
But also, like,
Wait,
give
did you
her
say
a little
shifter?
wink before she goes.
I did say shifter.
Question.
There's-
Is he noticeably bandaged on his front side?
They're both
She-
female.
So you have a human male, and then you have a female shifter.
I
So
was.
she...
Yeah.
I thought
Alright,
you said two
is he-
she's.
No.
No.
Okay.
All right. So
And-
is the is the shifter noticeably damaged anywhere or bandaged?
Well, the other one was a dude.
With a cursory glance, you wouldn't see any sorts of bandages or anything like that.
All right.
But they are still snuggled up closely, so only from what you could see.
Anything recognizable would see like an amulet, belt, buckle.
You wouldn't have had any of the real previous observations to base that off of because you never really examined what clothing the person was wearing at that time.
Okay.
Also, it has been a day in advance. It has been the next day, so you can't really assume that they'd be wearing the same clothes, even if it was the same person.
I was just looking for anything that might have given suspicion, but I guess not.
Well, ultimately, the biggest thing is it's a different gender. The shifter you had faced the other night was a male.
Yep.
So, with that, what would you
It
like
was
to
2
do?
weeks. It was 2 weeks. I just remembered that I was a shifter. I didn't remember that if it was man or woman.
All right.
But you can be as suspicious as you would like.
Yami
I
would
don't need
approve.
All right. At the two of them leaving the lift, Levin is going to release a sigh of relief and approach the lift.
Alrighty.
I checked it. I do believe the lift is working.
We were given a heads up on something that we had to look for.
I didn't hear you. What you say? I'm sorry.
We were given a heads up on something to look for this lift.
That would be Medusa.
All right. And Levin's going to start looking around for any type of Medusa marking, engraving, mention.
Then I go
Heck,
Medusa.
even a head embossed in a wall. I don't know.
Give me a perception check or an investigation check, whichever.
Well, I'm just looking for a Medusa head, so I'll go perception.
Perception.
Fennec doing the same. He's like kind of doing more of what Aaron said with the engravings or anything like that.
Yeah, 13.
Alright. For Fennec, your roll would be at disadvantage because the engravings are above your head. So unless you're riding on top of mech, you are stunted by what you could see.
He's not at a grocery aisle looking at it like nose front.
Yes, but he would have to. It's above his head. He's only 3.5 feet tall.
No, I just have to investigation or perception.
I would say, yeah, he wasn't
perception.
actively looking beforehand, right? So it's just like
That's
a quick
all I'm
glance.
saying. You can call me heightist at this point, but it's not my fault he's 3.5 feet
Hi.
tall.
Yeah, but if you look up at your ceiling, you would notice if the paint was scratched, wouldn't you?
An 11.
Yes, but noticing the details. All right, so with that, you would be able to find the Medusa head that's engraved in it. Fennec, you would be able to see it once you kind of notice that Levin does find it. And now you're able to see kind of just like you're able to make out just the snakes of the head and the neck. So you're not able to make out the full detail of it. With that, upon a closer investigation, is anybody going to be investigating the Medusa?
Well, is anybody pointing it out after looking at it?
I'm going to point it out to the group just so that we can move along. But I'm now checking around to see if there are any parts that move or if there's like a seam that I can wedge something into to pry open.
All right, give me an investigation or an arcana check.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they actually mentioned it and brought it up, I would definitely investigate it.
Wait. I'm going to go with the investigation on this one because Arcana doesn't seem to make sense in this specific context.
No, I jumped the gun on the Arcana check. That comes next. I apologize.
No, it's fine. It's just I found it.
Yep, I just didn't want to call
Read
it
ahead
like that. Yep.
18.
Right, so you are able... Sorry, go ahead, Yami.
After they all would have mentioned that, I would have done an investigation, or I can help somebody. Up to you.
Well, you can certainly help. With the 18, it would still be found. So he would be able to find the seams of
as it was.
There we go. Levin would be able to find the seams of the door to open and would be able to pry it open with something like a knife.
All right, so Levin's going to pull out his dagger and he's going to find a space in the seam where he can work that in to just kind of twist the dagger to pop the panel.
And the panel pops relatively easily, and inside you would notice that there are several wires which connect to the lift and to a small Eberron dragon shard. You notice that each wire is connected separately into the shard in little holes that seem to have been drilled in.
Right, dragon shard. I'm proficient with Arcana. Is there anything particular about this dragon shard that I would immediately notice, besides the drilled holes?
So give me the Arcana check.
Alrighty, not a problem. Nat 1. Or 4.
Everybody gets
It's a shard.
You don't notice anything that is really obvious. You've seen dragon shards before.
Right. Does anyone here have a clue what... Because I'm assuming it's associated with the lift, but I don't want to mess with it.
I'm going to look at Mech.
Second fun fact for Levin. Not good with tech.
I'm going to look at Mech and be like, maybe we can help.
Sure, I'd give it a shot.
So I'm going to give, if I can, I would give Mech, hopefully help to investigate.
All right, so give me either a investigation check or an Arcana check.
Levin is backing the heck up and bracing against the side of the lift.
And it would be with advantage, correct? Because if I'm helping him?
It would.
I'm gonna go with Arcana.
Okay.
I'm not by my computer, so I gotta roll it on my app, but it's 18.
All right. With an 18, you notice that it looks like there's a wire loose.
There's what? Holes?
A wire loose. Well, there's tons of holes in it. Each wire is going into the shard. But you notice that one isn't making a direct connection.
Mech, do you notice anything?
Yeah, this is... it's simple. It's just a loose wire. And then you see my hand completely turn 360 and fucking move and bend, and I just kind of reach in behind and try to connect it.
So your hand does a 360, a whirl,
it turns the opposite way, what's that fucking touch? Rasa, it's called. So my hand goes backwards as I try to fit it in the other way. Instead of just using my right hand, I just turn my left hand the other way.
Rakshasa.
That's
I'm gonna look back at everybody he got it. Got it.
Now, what is everybody else doing at this point? Where are you?
Do I also know if these are dangerous?
Dragon shards?
I
Yeah.
think that's a little too late to ask.
Good point.
Here's the
would
shortest
say-
version. Magic battery.
That's what I figured. Okay.
No, that is potentially dangerous. You've
Oh,
seen
yeah,
batteries.
Yes.
Mech doesn't know this though. So, as you were.
Fill a sock with them and swinging at somebody, it's definitely dangerous.
So, what is everybody else doing at this time?
Saris is just kind of low key staying, like, keeping up appearances and
Are you
avoiding.
inside the elevator or outside the elevator?
She's outside the elevator because she doesn't know what these idiots are doing.
Fair enough. Who else? Who else would be outside of the elevator?
You say outside the elevator?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if it's next to the elevator.
Lance would be outside the elevator, maybe like sitting down on a nearby bench, maybe in front of the elevator, just having his puff.
Yami is definitely helping me, so he's inside the elevator.
Yami is like face to the battery, helping you,
Like
Yeah,
my
I'm
hand on
literally
my shoulder.
eyeballing it.
whispering
Hovering
creepily
over.
in your ear. You got this.
Literally.
All right. So with that, those of you who are standing outside, you would notice that there appears to be somebody who's approaching the elevator. Those of you inside, once Mech is able to connect that loose wire, you immediately feel the elevator begin to start descending down.
Okay, Mech, whatever you're doing, stop.
Okay. And I try to pull the wire back out.
Pulling it back out, the elevator does stop.
Has the elevator stopped to a point where we can open it up and get the rest of them to come in?
Assuming that you said to stop near immediately, it would have only been able to descend about half a foot to a foot at most. So yes, there would still be enough room to go in and out.
I'm gonna see if I can open up the door leading outside and call out to whoever's standing out there.
Alrighty. As that's going on, you would hear the sound of the lift beginning to go down, but you would also notice that there is somebody that is approaching the lift.
Lance this is for outside people that stayed outside, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, Lance will sort of look over to Saris and say, "Anyone you know?"
Is it anyone I know?
Give me a perception check.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Anyone I know?
Oh. Give me a perception check. Now you will get more of a clear picture as the being approaches you closer. Guys, just
Anyone
do me
who's
a favor.
arrested?
Do me a favor. Keep these rolls up for tonight because I love it, especially combat, because then my
Size and
monsters will
distress.
survive. Just saying. But with that, no, immediately you don't notice. You notice that this being looks large. As it approaches, you'd be able to identify, and it gets closer, you'd be able to identify that there's a bugbear approaching you.
At this point, would I have gotten the door open?
Yes.
It's 11.
All right, I'm just gonna call it. We got the lift working. If you wanna hop in.
I think that this fellow wants to have a word with us.
We don't have to have a word with them. Conversations are consensual.
Does
We-
me and
Then let's
do
get
me and
going.
Mech hear
We
all
could
this?
just go downstairs before they call the watch.
Then I think we
Wait,
should
do
deal
me and
with
Mech
them.
hear this?
We don't want undue attention. As
I would
Lance would then,
Sorry, go ahead. I apologize.
as Lance, we don't want undue attention. We should deal with him now. As he will turn around and approach the bugbear.
With that, give me initiative. So give me 1 second so that I can bring us over.
We
No,
were
I'm
there.
actually.
The door was open.
Why?
No,
This
this
is
is exciting.
unnecessary.
I chose
This.
violence.
Yeah.
I need to
Okay.
see how they get out of this because we're good. They're not. Wait, real quick. Where's Panic in all of this? That's my main concern.
Fiddling with the controls now.
Kind of like buttons? Yes. Panic, what would you be doing during this?
He's in the elevator with you two.
Okay.
Yes, but what are you doing?
He helped. He found or partially found the Medusa.
All right, good. I think we're good to go.
Well,
We got Fennec, we got Met.
but they're out there. We can't
So
leave.
with this seems like a pretty good place. We're gonna take our quick little break now. It is past the top of the hour, but it's been about an hour that we've been on. So we're gonna take our break now, and then we're gonna come back and see what's gonna happen with this bugbear. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so we are back and we are about to go into combat. With that, I'd like everybody to roll initiative if you haven't done so already.
Size and distress.
I'm so mad.
In combat, who's entering the elevator?
Oh, come on.
Ugh.
God, I know my legs are short, but fuck.
Oh, that's great. This is everything I could have hoped for.
Hey, Yami, I need you to roll initiative when you have a chance.
Yep, sorry about that. I'm trying to connect with the D&D Beyond.
Just roll it in Foundry, dude.
Alright, I rolled it. 16.
Confirm 16.
Alright.
Foundry? Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm not fast.
it took a moment to pass in.
Okay. It didn't. So let me update that. It was a 16, correct?
Yep.
In the chat log, and it is in Foundry now. But it didn't update in the combat tracker.
Nope. It is updated now.
Alrighty.
Alright. With that, I get to start us off. Seeing the immediate response of people approaching and gearing up for some sort of combat, and not recognizing who is approaching this elevator, Bugbear is going to begin to become aggressive. And with that, it is going to move 30 feet up, or the needed feet up. So let's go 30 feet up. And is going to remove a javelin and throw a javelin towards Lance. Attack. It is going to miss, and that is the end of this one's turn.
So we're going south, right?
Yep, so Yami, you are up. You are in the elevator.
Oh, something's going south.
You would have heard that something was going on outside. What would you like to do?
So where I'm at, and where's Lance? Right here, right?
Yeah, he's due south.
Yes.
He's around 40 feet away.
So I'm gonna go as far as I can, 30 feet. And what the hell can I do? Give me 1 second. Okay, Sacred Flame. Can I reach him? 60 feet? Give me 1 second? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just need a dex of 12.
Dexterity saving throw? Sure. It's alright. Not letting me click it. There we go. $16.
That passes, so yep. You don't take no damage at all. So
Alrighty.
that's my
Is there
turn.
anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope, I'm good.
Alright. Levin.
Yep. Levin's going to dash out and move over towards... I'm assuming these crates are present?
Yes.
And I'm assuming they're at, like, chest height, so it's, like, soft cover. I'm gonna ready my crossbow and fire a shot. Hold on, before I do that. Would I have been able to have seen the Bugbear assault Lance?
You were already looking out of the elevator when the Bugbear approached, so yes, you would have at least seen the javelin hit the ground and kind of skitter in your direction.
Alright. Then, yeah, definitely crossbow.
Ready.
Oof.
Very nice.
Natural 20.
First one, I think, of the game. Excellent.
For a total of 9 pierce. And bonus action, I'm firing again. For 22. For 9 pierce.
All right. Is there anything
That'll end
else
my
you'd like
turn.
to do during that time? All right. Ceres, you are up.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
No worries.
Okay. I pull out my crossbow and aim it at him, but instead of shooting him, I just yell out, "Look, it's 6-on-1. The odds of you walking away from this with your life are garbage if you don't throw down your weapon and just talk it out with us."
Okay. Give me a persuasion check. Because I'm assuming that's what you're using your action for, correct?
Yes, I basically just want to end this fight because I don't see the need to kill this guy. Persuasion. There goes nothing. Nope. Well, goodbye, Mr. Bugbear. I tried.
All right. We will see what happens. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Fuck up.
I'm sorry, that's on brand.
Understandable.
Yep.
All right. With that, Fennec, you are up.
Okay, so what I essentially, where I was in the elevator, would I have seen the same thing Levin did?
Yes, you would have seen the spear, but you would have also been. You don't know that was Yami who was facing the door. Yeah, you would have been able to see it.
Would have?
Yes.
Okay. So he will come out and see the javelin and almost impulsively, he's going to essentially help defend the group. So he will be casting Chaos Bolt at the Bugbear.
Okay.
I think I have it, right? So it's it's an attack. So,
All right. So go ahead and target, and then roll your attack.
yep, so it's a 17.
17 will hit. Go ahead and
Then I
roll
hit.
damage.
19. So I gotta figure out how the damage thing works. Because Chaos Bolt is a different type of. Oh, hold on. There we go. It is lightning damage. So it'll be 19 lightning.
All right. Noted.
So, yep. Like anybody near him will just kind of see that his eyes start to kind of glow with like an eerie purple light. And then just kind of the lightning cackling and just arcing towards this thing, towards the Bugbear, and just slamming into him.
Okay. You notice that he does look wounded pretty badly, but he is still standing. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yep. I'm going to move. I want to kind of move behind this little. He's going to kind of rush forward and run behind a little bit and just kind of tuck in between that little corner.
Alrighty.
And that'll be it.
All right, Lance, you're up.
All right.
Goodness.
Question: how close to death's door does this guy look?
Pretty close.
All right. So with Lance, could he sort of like with his glaive use the pull of it to sort of like non-lethally use the weapon to bop him on the chin, trying to knock it like jog his noggin, knock him out?
I'm going to say you can make a non lethal attack, but as for a targeted strike, no.
Uh, I just meant that for flair with how he's
Oh,
doing
well, you
it.
can flavor it however you want, absolutely, but it would just be a non lethal attack.
Okay.
Assuming you hit.
Oh. This is a bit weird. Is the mod
If it's asking you to target, you would just have to right click on the bugbear, and then there's a symbol of a target on the left hand area that comes out.
Alternatively, you could hold Alt and left click.
That is going to miss.
and then so we'll then do the bonus action attack. So how do you do that one thing like where it automatically says if it hits or miss?
What happened? Well,
How do you do
that
that
happens
thing?
when you target.
And
So
how
I
do you
don't know
do
if
the
the targeting
targeting?
went through. You either right,
Oh,
you
you
either
alt click
left,
him?
alt, and
He's
click,
got
yeah.
it. He's got it.
There you go.
All right, so
So
that's
yep,
a
that
miss,
is
right?
going to miss. Yep.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, Mech, you're up.
Ah, I'm still in the elevator, right?
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
If I remember in there, so that is only, I believe that's only like 30 feet I can go. 10, 30 feet will put me next to Yami, right? I would assume.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna come out of the elevator. I see Fenric hiding in the corner. I'm gonna go run up towards Yami. If it will do it.
If you're doing a measure, hit the space bar.
Also, you don't need to be in the measuring tool to get the measure. All you have to do is just click and drag, and the ruler already integrated in. Is already integrated in.
That's okay. Thank you. I'm gonna
So,
take the
moving up to Yami, you
yeah.
are able to move next to him. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna take a dodge action and just try to
Alrighty.
figure out what's going on here.
Sounds good. With the top of the order, you are going to hear a response to Ceres's words, and the bugbear is going to respond loud enough for Ceres to hear. Better fall now than deal with them. And is going to make an attack against Lance. So he is going to change his weapon to a Morningstar mace, and is going to make his attack.
That's a miss.
That misses. That is the end of his turn. So, Yami, you are now up.
Okay then. So what's going on? I'm pretty sure I would see Lance like try not to kill him, right?
That was never stated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you were paying
Stated, but-
I know. That's what I'm saying.
unless
like,
you were
that's
paying
like
attention
seeing
to
him.
his actual striking habits, you wouldn't notice.
Okay. So with that, I'm just gonna look at Mech, and actually, I'm gonna cast Bless.
Okay.
And that should be Mech, Fennec, and Lance. 3 creatures.
All right. So whenever those 3 creatures make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, you can roll an extra d4 and add that number to the attack or saving throw rolled.
So that's my action. I'm not using my bonus action. I'm staying right here. I'm done.
Alrighty. With that, Levin, you are up.
All right. I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Five feet, 10 feet, and then finish up there. Crossbows on one side. I'm gonna pull a dagger, and I'm gonna try to hit him in the neck with the handle of the dagger.
Okay. You can certainly try. That is
19
going to hit.
for a 6.
He is still standing and still conscious.
All right. I don't have anything to do with my bonus action, so that'll be it.
All right. And with that, Saris, you are now up.
It sounded like he was sort of in a no-win situation with his response. So I cannot. I want to do non-lethal damage, but at the same time, I cannot. I know what I'll do. Okay.
Yeah, it's why Levin approached.
I will move up with my crossbow, and I'm just gonna shoot him again. I'm gonna shoot him for the first time. I have a follow-up for this, depending on what he. So, if I put him down, as soon as he collapses, I want to basically use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on him, so that he doesn't die outright.
Okay.
So that's part of my intention to this. So that's the other thing I'm following up with is I want to prevent him from dying, and this is the only way I can figure out how to do that with my action economy.
All right. Go ahead and try.
But I'm not gonna.
You are unable to hit,
That's cool.
but I
All
like
right.
the thought. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
At the moment, no. I have used my movement and my action, and none of my bonus actions really worth it at the moment.
Alrighty. With that, Fennec, you're up.
He's going to Can he hop over? Actually, yeah. Can he hop over this little like fence into the graveyard?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. Then he'll know that they'll want this. Actually, would he have heard the Bugbears say what he said about you'll have to deal with them? Would he have heard that?
Yes.
Okay. So his interest is going to get piqued. So he's going to hold his. Actually, yeah, he will hold his action, and and listen and kind of observe to see how the rest of this plays out.
So is it the ready action or the search action?
It is the ready action.
And what action
what
are you ready?
He will be holding his Ray of Frost or a spell.
Alrighty,
All right.
so keep in mind you are now concentrating.
Okay.
Because you are readying the spell.
Yep, so he will ready it, and the trigger will be if, like, Lance or, like, anybody that he's in immediate combat with goes down.
Okay. So with that, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Alright. Lance, you're up.
Again, try and be a non-lethal strike.
Go ahead and try.
Oh, you can also add a D4 to that because you're blessed.
So you would miss with the 11. With the 3, that'd be 14. You would still miss.
And then gonna try it again.
Nice.
Alrighty. That one's going to hit with 11 slashing. He is unconscious.
Anyone got rope? They all.
What happened?
Whoever sent this bugbear must think awfully little of us.
At this point, Levin's nearby. He's putting the dagger away, putting the crossbow away, and pulling out rope. Wait.
Alright, and at this
See,
point,
you're
you can
prepared.
move freely. You are out of combat.
Wait. You're a cop type. Don't you have manacles?
Not on me, and I'm not a cop anymore.
I know it's more for show than anything, but I am proficient in medicine, so I'd like to check him over to just make sure he's all right.
You would be able to check and find out that he is at least stable.
Okay.
You're gonna
Injured,
need that jaw
stable.
wired.
Of note, I'm only tying his hands behind his back,
Okay.
and unless somebody prompts me, I am not tying his legs.
Mostly
You can
just
just hold on to the rope.
I'm gonna look at Mech and Fennec and be like,
Yeah, I'll hand the lead of rope off to you.
Can I, like, how to put this? Judging by his clothes, what part of the city is he from?
At a cursory glance, you would be able to see that he's not from a very high area. As a general rule, most more monstrous races are not too welcome in Sharn, so you can assume that he's from the lower districts.
Okay.
Shifters go through similar treatment.
So yeah, most like shifters, goblins, things like that, they are very much frowned upon in Sharn.
How very cosmopolitan.
Pretty much.
Mind doing a search on the bugbear?
All right. Give me an investigation check if you are searching the bugbear.
Is there anyone around?
What happened?
Is there anyone
I don't
around?
think so.
No, bugbear was the only person that was around. So, as
Is no
said,
one
give
gonna roll
me
the
a.
investigation?
Is anybody going to investigate the bugbear?
Yes,
All right. So give me an investigation check.
it's gonna end badly.
Levin's going to step off and just keep a perimeter.
All
Or
right.
not.
It's gonna
Very
go
nice.
badly.
So one of the first things that you notice is that he is bearing markings or tattoos that associate him with the Dusk clan. As you attempt to go through his pockets and bags and things like that, you don't find any gold, but you do find a parchment that is rolled up. You also notice a letter with that has the seal broken.
Okay. Rolled up parchment and opened letter. I checked the letter first.
All right, so you notice that the letter itself, with a quick view, is requesting that this bugbear get more rubbings off of some of the walls that are in the old sharn ruins.
Does it say where in Old Sharn?
No, it just says get me more rubbings.
I look at Mac, thinking this is more his line. And then I open up the rolled parchment.
You notice that it is very similar to the writ that was given to you from Vilroy, but instead, this one is signed from Captain Winthrills.
Then who?
Captain Winthrills.
Okay. So it's
type that in.
an
You can
order
assume that it. What happened?
What do we call it? A writ of order of writ?
We have a writ of authority.
Writ of authority. Okay. Great.
That would be the name of the captain that is signed on the writ.
I will hand that writ over to Levin. It's like, well, this isn't promising.
You notice that the writ itself does say that he has permission to be in the ruins of Old Sharn.
This only states for permission for entry. This isn't a writ of authority.
If that's the case, I think it's best if we keep it for ourselves.
I'm looking at the writ. Does it name this Bugbear or any other individual on the writ? Sorry, repeat.
No, I didn't give a name yet. It does have a name. It has the name Doggy. Daggi.
Right.
If anyone asks, you can just say that's your name.
So we're robbing the guy?
We're also... Yeah, you can say
We have a
that.
writ of authority to conduct an investigation. This is simply in process of that.
And besides, we're going to have some questions for him.
That said, is anyone here able to maybe mimic or change this writing so that one of our names could be on it?
That's a no.
I only use contacts for forgery. I don't use it myself.
We could try to play it off as one of us being the individual named, but if they're there to conduct regular business, we'll get found out quickly if we try to use this.
Then let's make our business quick.
We could simply use the writ of authority and simply state that we have broad powers to conduct an investigation. That might go over worse, but it wouldn't be illegal.
We do as we need to.
Can anyone look like Doggy?
Look like would I have... And I'm looking at the Bugbear and I'm assuming he's Doggy. Look like an 8-foot person that plays Horazic. Yes, certainly.
I mean, Steve over here looks like different people all the time.
The fuck is a Steve?
Look at that, Saris. I didn't catch her. She was calling herself.
All right. Lance will sort of like pick up the Bugbear or dragon. Either one works over towards the gondola or elevator.
Okay, give me a strength check. Give me a strength.
Wait, does that
I
even
thought it would
approach
be-
your
I
carrying
thought it would just
capacity?
I thought it would just be dragging or pushing. It just has to be in.
I mean, he's unconscious. He's not resisting. It's basically just dead weight.
Yeah.
Yes, it's more on the lines of how long it is going to take you, because this is something that is big,
I'm just dragging him
and
to
the
the
longer
gun.
that it, again, that's still at least 60 feet away.
All right, I will do
So
an
this is
athletic
why
check.
I am asking for the check, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
athletics, right?
Yeah, if he's gonna
Yes.
have difficulties with it, I'm gonna prompt Mech to maybe assist.
So, are we taking him?
We can't exactly leave a body in the street now, can we?
Things
So,
get
with
weirder
the-
and weirder.
With the 9, you do notice that he is heavier than you anticipated. You are able to drag him, but it is going to take you at least more than 2-3 minutes to get him over there. Unless somebody does aid you. Now, you are also going to be leaving behind a trail of hair from this bugbear as you're dragging him.
That's unavoidable, so doesn't matter.
So
I'll
hair
go
and
in.
blood.
I'll go and help Lance and go and pick up the bugbear.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
With the joined effort, you are able to do it at a much quicker pace. And are you taking it into the lift with you, or are you hiding it amongst the garbage?
Gonna take into the lift so that we can do questioning if everyone's okay with that.
I'm not averse to questioning. He is unconscious, though.
What are you going to do after your questioning?
Battle happens. Then we'll figure it out after the questions.
Well, it's bad form to just kill him.
That depends on his answers.
I figured that would depend on his disposition and willingness to attack us again.
Like I said, that depends on his answers.
That would depend on his actions, actually. But okay, I'm gonna.
Then consider the action of answering what I'm asking.
Lance, you're not currently affiliated with law enforcement outside of being deputized. Criminals are not supposed to be brought in.
Doesn't say anything.
And with that, you are able to get the unconscious body of the bugbear into the lift. And knowing how to get the lift active, you are able to, when ready, move the lift in a downward direction.
That is indeed
Yeah,
how the populace likes to think.
Yeah, let's start this lift. Because staying up here only hurts us.
Mm-hmm. With that, we're going to pull into this area here.
Huh? And za.
The lift itself seems to descend forever into the belly of Sharn. Several minutes pass as the lift rattles and shakes, as if passing into some place it is not meant to go. This rumbling builds into a violent peak, then the lift stops, and its doors open. By the lift's interior light, you can see into the vast unlit cavern strewn with broken stonework from ancestral buildings as far as you can see in every direction. The air is stale and filled with dust and the scent of decay. These are the ruins of the cities atop which Sharn is built. Ahead of you yawns a 50-foot diameter, 10-foot deep pit that seems to have been intentionally dug. You hear the soft sobs of a young child coming from a wooden shed on the far side of the pit. What would you like to do?
Where's everyone?
So, outside of being in the lift, the cavern is pitch black. There is no source of light.
Obligatory, I have blah blah.
Yes, clearly.
I'll light a torch.
Alrighty.
It's definitely useful.
I was just checking if I had one. There we go. But we can hear the child, right?
Yes, you can hear the child. Hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna have him emit a 20 and 20?
Yeah, it's just yeah. So that's gonna be. Give me 1 second.
This is.
All right. Are you glowing?
Yeah, I
I
can see a
currently
little
see
bit.
him emitting light in 20 feet,
Okay.
but it's supposed to be 20 bright and 20 dim, so it should be 40 total for anyone with dark vision as bright light.
Ah.
So yeah, when he steps out, it has a wider radius.
Alright. I'm just gonna go to the edge of the door and that's it.
All right.
Careful. I don't think we're alone in here.
With that,
No, radius is the same.
let me double check it.
I mean, I can see.
The way
Like,
that I have it set up, it says dim 20, bright 20. So
It's supposed to be dim 40.
okay.
You're having them overlap.
There we go. Alrighty. So, with the lighting of the torch, as you approach the edge, you would see that there are these two goblins in this room. What would you like to do?
Can Lance turn over towards Saris?
You certainly
Have a
can.
quick discussion. Yeah.
Why?
No.
Why are you looking at me?
When we get close to the hostage, I recommend that you sneak away from the rest of the group. Chances are, one of the kidnappers may hold a knife to the kid. If you're sneaking, you may be able to ambush them and save the kid.
Suppose I can try?
You are the sneakier sort.
Not wrong.
Alrighty. So, with that, how would you like to move forward?
Fennec, as the lift kind of comes down, he will actually step through the two in the back and kind of go next to Mech's leg. And he'll actually, for the first time, pull down his hood. Though he has dark vision, but to kind of see a little bit more clear rather than the inside of the hood. So he's, for the first time, revealing his face. Or, well, head.
Alrighty.
So you'll see a much clearer version, like, of his face, where it's goblinoid. I had a picture of it in chat somewhere. But you can see a very clear scar running across his face, and his like white grayish hair is kind of tied back in like a ponytail on the back of the head, and the rest of his head is bald. You can definitely see that he is, like, his facial features show that he is young.
Alrighty.
Post it in the chat, just so.
So, how would you like to press forward?
Have the goblins seen it?
They have not paid you any mind yet.
Okay.
Now, you said there was a shed somewhere in the pit, right?
Yes.
Alright, do I clock a direction on that? Because I'm not clocking a distance because it's not within my dark vision?
You would know that it would be in this general direction.
Alright.
Is everybody now out of the elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Elf.
I would formally step out, yes.
The elevator does. The doors do shut.
Elf, do you think you can scout ahead? Your cat can see in the dark just fine.
There are more of them than you think.
And do you think you can sneak?
Not at
With
the
the
moment.
with the light source currently on us, that's not viable.
That's why I was thinking sneak away.
When the moment comes, certainly, but it ain't happening now.
Alright. Then the only thing to do is to move forward.
And with that, roll initiative. Let me pull up the turn order. All right, go ahead and give me initiative.
Holy goblin.
Oop, sorry. Nope. Sorry. There we go. So normal.
A whole bunch of goblins just rolled. Happy birthday!
So, Yami and Mech, when you have a chance, I do need you to roll initiative.
I did. What the fuck? I even
Oh,
rolled
didn't
it.
register,
you gotta,
so just
you gotta
let me see what the
replay it.
number is. What did you roll?
I rolled it in Foundry.
No, I mean, what number did you roll? So I could update it.
Oh,
Oh, now it's there. Okay. Yami, what did you roll?
Give me 1 second. I'll tell you right now. I think it was a 14.
14.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a 14.
All right. Okay. So with that, we are at the top of the order. So Levin, you're up.
Have any of them taken any sort of aggressive movements towards us as of this
Yes.
moment?
Well, if you have dark vision, you would see the one over here is starting to make moves towards you, and their weapon is bared. So yes, there are beings taking an aggressive action, which is why I call for combat.
No, that's fine. All right. I'll close distance within 30 feet. Just let me get a measure. Yeah, I gotta move 5 feet forward. You know what? I'll make it 10.
All right.
And I'm gonna levy my crossbow and make a shot.
All right. Let's see what you got.
10, that'll miss. Bonus action, same thing. For 13, which also misses.
Both would miss. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Already ended.
All right, Ceres, you are up. Ceres?
Sorry, I was muted.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, is there a way for me to see the combat tracker?
Yes, you would go to the section that has the two swords. It says combat encounter.
If you want to have that as a separate pull-out window, you can right-click on it to have it as a second pop-up.
Aha! Excellent. Thank you. Solves all my problems right there. Okay. And now I am going to do things.
All right, let's see what you got.
I am going to level my crossbow at the same goblin that Levin was aiming at.
Okay, so you're aiming towards this one, I believe, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
All right.
And I will. And I will, I guess, hit it.
You certainly hit it.
Roll
damage.
Not quite a crit. Disappointed. Anyhow, and then
You drop that goblin.
Yeah, I put an arrow through its neck, and I just like look at Levin. It's like, try aiming for the heads. They drop faster that way.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
For now, I am going to. Nope, I'm good. I'm just gonna wait here.
Alrighty. With that, Yami, you are up.
Alrighty then. So I want to see so much. 1 minute. So I can't really see too much. So hopefully I can't move there. I'm just gonna actually just ready in action.
What is your action that you're readying?
Honestly, it's just a dodge action.
Then you can just take the dodge action.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna do that because I don't know what the hell's going on, and seeing Fennec move up, Mech hasn't moved yet. I'm just readying myself to see what the hell's going on.
Alrighty. So with that, you have used the dodge action. You don't want to use any movement or bonus actions, correct?
Yeah, because I can't really see. Can I move here? Nope. It says no.
Wait, aren't you at Azamar?
Yes,
You have dark vision.
but I can't see nothing. So
You should have it on your sheet.
Move forward 5 feet if something's obscuring your vision.
okay, there we go. Sorry
He was in a wall.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's
Alright.
set for dark vision. You should be able to see.
No, he was in a wall and it was preventing line of sight.
Yeah,
gotcha.
that's why. Yeah, I couldn't see. All right, gotcha. All right, so that's 5 feet. I move up. All right, that changes the whole game. And I see all this going on, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, yeah, that definitely changes the game. All right, cool. How far are they? Alright. That being said,
So, what else would
No,
you like
sorry
to
about
do?
that.
Are you still
Yeah,
going
I'm-
to use your dodge action?
No. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to recant that. I'm gonna use Toll of the Dead.
Okay.
This.
On which? This one here.
Yep.
All right.
So that'd be
So
a
that
wisdom
means I have to
saving
wisdom
throw.
saving throw. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Toll the dead.
All the dead is
Is
Taco
anyone
Bell?
else your
You
fucking Taco
stupid for
Bell?
that.
He said Taco Bell. I'm gonna just clock out.
What is your spell DC?
12.
Let me see. So I have a 14.
So that passes. So yeah,
I
nothing.
would pass. All right.
And that's my turn.
Excellent. So now it is this one's turn. Alright, it's going to take out its short bow and it is going to aim towards Ceres. Yep, alright. And let's see. Why does it have no cover? Anyway, let me try that again. There shouldn't be cover.
Using Lance's body as a shield.
There we go.
Yeah.
And is going to miss.
Mm-hmm.
That is the end of that one's turn. Next goblin. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, that should be that one. This one's going to move up. There. That's going to be the end of its turn. Okay. That one is going to there. And this one is going to move there. Mech, you're up.
How high is this ledge? Like 10 feet?
15 feet.
15 feet.
There's a ladder.
There's a ladder.
Dude, from the top rope.
I think, yeah. Yeah. This is it. All right, so...
Can't believe you're going with that.
Yeah, I was thinking it. It's only a D6.
Don't encourage him.
And
man.
potentially prone.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. So seeing like the arrow fly by and then like all these goblins starting to like approach out of the light, something's just gonna click in Mech and like his fucking eyes go red, and you finally see like the little banner on his side kind of goes over as gears click and pieces move, and he pulls out this giant fucking warhammer. I'm gonna drop the torch on the floor, and I'm gonna two-hand this, and I'm gonna fucking El Kabong this dude from the top rope.
Go ahead.
Ah, you fucking cocksucker. First time I attack ever in the game. Alright, good job.
Am I the only person to have done damage this fight so far?
So far.
I think so, yeah.
Given the initiative order, most of us haven't gone.
I've never done damage in a fight. Yes.
And this is the first he does.
And to be fair, I have been alarmingly effective in all fights thus far until just now.
Because you are jumping down, so you can move yourself down. You would take 5 points of bludgeoning damage and give me a acrobatics check.
Yeah, yep.
Yep.
So you want a dex check? Okay, alright.
Acrobatics specifically.
Gotcha.
Please and thank you.
13.
Alright, you are just able to stay on your feet.
So is it like cool superhero landing?
It would have been
3-point landing is literally the worst way to land.
Exactly.
It's much less cool because you missed.
No wonder you took damage.
No, so like everything was beautiful. I came down with the hammer. I 3-point landed and everything, but it was just nowhere fucking near him.
Exactly. So I mean, you have a nice pose going, but
yeah.
Points for style, but you came up short.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
It looked good.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, though?
No, that's it.
All right, Lance, take it away.
All right, how tall's the ladder?
15 feet. Or how close is the ladder? Is that what you asked? Or how tall?
No, I mean like how tall is it?
15 feet.
All right, Lance will go slide down the ladder if that's okay.
All right.
And he will take a strike at this goblin here.
Go ahead and try.
All right, he will use his bonus action for this.
Alrighty.
That hit? Yeah. For 4.
Okay. It is still alive. And conscious.
Alright, then I'm just going to use my action attack.
Now, you said you used your bonus attack first?
Yeah.
Because it says when you take the attack action. So you would have to use your you would have to use your attack action first.
Alright then.
Well, he did the D10 / first anyway, so...
Well, that's the whole thing. Just, remember the order, because it does matter, the order of events. All right, so with that would be a total
Also-
of 9 points of damage. It does go down with that. The
All right.
remaining damage would have been, if you so choose, non-lethal. Unless you're trying to kill him.
Lethal.
All right, he's dead, Jim. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn? That was your action and your bonus action.
Yep, that'll be everything.
Alrighty. With that, now it is my turn. 30 feet that way. This one is going to... Mech, you are now down here, correct? Okay.
Yeah, I'm down there too. Yeah.
So, with that, this one is within range. He is going to attack Fennec.
Okay.
He is going to use a short bow attack.
Okay.
And is going to miss.
Okay.
That is the end of its turn. This one here is going to move on here. And here. Fennec, you are up.
Alright. So I'll go over here, just shot an arrow and miss. Fennec will move. Wait. Let's say Fennec has dark vision.
Hmm?
So he will target the one that just shot at him. You'll just feel like this sneer come out of him as the arrow kind of goes by or misses or wherever it is. He will just turn, take a few steps, and launch a chill touch at him. $17.
All right. 17 is going to hit. Roll damage.
No. That's going to be 4 necrotic. So I have it targeted, I think.
Alrighty. Damage is already done through. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
So when I am casting, the damage is going through?
Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. No movement, cast, near that. So, yep, and it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Gotcha.
So there's this frosty, ghostly hand kind of wrapped around it.
Noted. Creepy. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's the description of it. Nope, that is it. End of turn.
All right. With that, this one here is going to run up to Lance and is going to make a scimitar attack. Maybe I can get a hit in. Just a little one. Nope. So, that's the end of that one, and we are now at the top of the turn order.
All right. Levin's gonna approach the edge of the pit. He's gonna slide off of it, and grabbing the ledge with his free hand, he's gonna let himself down a little easier.
Okay.
I'm 5'10". This would put me at less than a 10-foot drop.
Yep.
So, looking around, I don't see terribly many targets without decent cover. So, I'm gonna take a shot at the one that's next to Lance.
Alrighty, go ahead and try. That is
So-
a hit. Roll damage.
Yep. 5 points.
It's dead, Jim.
Alrighty. And I'll advance 10 more feet forward to see if I can get a better side angle.
Alrighty.
I'm currently clocking this one here. What's a measure on that? Alright. I'll be making it this one at disadvantage if I can see him well enough.
Alright, so go ahead and roll it at disadvantage.
Yep. It's telling me it's 35 feet away and it's only 30. Why doesn't it automatically divert to disadvantage? 1 second. Sorry, it's currently being a butt because it's not letting me roll it at disadvantage.
Even when you hit an attack, you can click disadvantage.
Give it a shot. Yeah, that'll miss.
Alright.
Alright, it was
So
being a
you
bit
were
of a
just
butt
going
for
to-
the auto.
You were going to notice that your arrow kind of skims right past.
I figured as
into the
much.
room. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
This action, bonus action, I'll end my turn.
Alright, Cyrus, you are now up.
Cool. I'm gonna look at Yami. It's like, you got this. And I am going to run and jump off the ledge.
Okay.
And
You're gonna do a mech, not 11?
she's sprinting, so this is gonna be graceful. But if she can, yeah, there it is.
That would be 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and give me an acrobatics check to see how you land.
Second, I'm updating my hit points. Took 4? Okay.
You know, it's quite amusing that these cliffs have done more damage to you than I have.
Yeah. You wanted an acrobatics check.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
The only one that gets to kill us is us.
That's what I'm noticing.
No, but I land, like, I stick the landing.
You land soundlessly and are able to continue on without even breaking your stride.
Is it good enough to reduce my damage?
Nope, but you aren't tripped up and you don't lose any speed.
Cool. I finish my move. I go another 15 feet. Then I'm going to dash. And go
Alrighty.
another 30 feet this way.
Alrighty.
Oh, look.
More targets.
Is there
Yep.
anything else you'd like to do? That was your movement, your action. You would have a bonus action remaining.
I don't think I have anything that's really gonna help in this instance. Yeah, I'm just gonna prepare to go unconscious. Okay.
Alrighty.
Optimist.
I like the optimism. With that, Yami, you are up.
All right. So I'm pretty sure. So the skulls means that they're dead already, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this one too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So with that being said, alrighty, I'm gonna come here, and I'm throwing a hand axe at this one.
Alrighty. See what you got.
Pocket axe.
hope for the dang best. Here's my darndest. I got a 21.
That's going to
Darn it.
hit. Roll damage.
That's one.
Watch
hand
Yami
axe.
release his new hit single.
Also, how many hand axes do I have? Just, I think, one. So,
Right now, can you roll damage?
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to do that now. 8 damage.
There we go. He's dead, Jim.
So yeah, you see a hand axe come out and just as I run towards him and just lob him, and that's that's all I got for you.
Alrighty. With that, let me see. It is one of my turns, so let's see.
It's like 3 of your turns.
This one is going to take out its short bow, and it is going to take a shot at Yami. Short bow. Attack. Normal. There we go. This one's turn is done. This is what happens when I actually get to roll dice.
Isn't
Next.
it wonderful?
Right?
Just let the elevators do their job, or the clicks.
I'm attacking Ceres for this one with a short bow.
Uh-huh. Oh. She's running too
still
fast.
misses.
Damn. Sarah's gotta go fast.
Sigh, sigh.
For those jumping up the cliff, is it too late to mention that we have featherfall tokens?
Alright, Mech,
Yeah,
you
but
are
it's with a more feet than that before it activates. I believe.
Yeah, you gotta fall at least 20.
Yeah. Okay, so seeing that
At least you could high
Ceres
jump.
ran off. Let me see. You said I could do that like that. Yep. So I'm gonna run in the direction that you. What direction is the kid still screaming? Is that still happening?
Yes, the kid is still sobbing in this general direction.
Ah.
And
Okay.
also take off your
I'm gonna kind of.
shiny.
Yeah, put the light source over here.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot I dropped that.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Can I
just-
item interaction pick that up, or is that going to be an action?
You'd have to
dropped it
climb back
before
up
you
to get it.
jumped.
Oh, I dropped it up on the ledge. You're right. You're right. I immediately regret this decision.
All right, just a quick reminder, 20 bright, 20 dim.
Yep, I'm working on it.
Okay.
Direction with the child, that's light.
No,
He's
that's not
talking.
supposed to be light.
He's talking here.
No, there's no light there.
Ah.
Disregard that.
Yeah, it's just the map feature. It wasn't implemented for the Foundry lighting because it's not lit. I blame the liberal media.
Alrighty, so running that
Okay, right.
way.
And
What would
noticing
you like
I
to do?
can't see nothing, I will use my action to light up the torch.
Okay. Let's make you glow again.
Yeah, I got a few. Okay.
Thanks, Rudolph.
Is there anything else you'd want to do with your turn?
I don't think I can. Well, I can't see anything, and I don't know if I should be seeing something.
Okay, you should be emitting light now. Let me just double check that. Oh, it should be 20. There you go. All right, so you should be emitting light, are you?
I'm not emitting light. I could just
No,
see.
he's still black and white.
Yeah.
All right, give me 1
You
second.
kind of cut off all the shadows that in like a 20-foot radius around me on my
There we go,
vision.
that's
That's what I see.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah, if that helps.
40. There you go.
All right, it's working now.
All right, so now that you see, what would you like to do? So you use your
Much
action
better.
to light a torch. You would still have a bonus action remaining.
Yeah, I forgot about the torch. Can I? I already used an action, so nope, that'll be it then.
Alrighty, with that, Lance, you are now up. Lance?
Yeah, I'm here. Alright. So we'll... Wait, give me a second. Oh, yeah, I can go through. Here. Here. And here. Or here. And there's a goblin here, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Couldn't be in stabbing distance.
Here we go. Wait, hold up, I'm gonna select them first. Misses. Gonna try again. Oh, that's my turn.
RNGesus is mean today.
That's pretty fair to me. He crit for our sins.
I'm gonna need to clock out.
This one is going to close the door, so you would hear an audible closing of a door coming from this direction.
And that's
Yeah,
from where I
you're
heard
up.
the sobs, right?
Yes.
Levitt's gonna curse.
Fennec, you are now up.
And, all right, I am going to continue my pursuit. Oop. 20 running past Yummy. And I will hurl another chill touch to that goblin.
This one here.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and try.
An 18.
That is going to hit. Roll damage.
Right. And normal. Oh, that's gonna be 3 necrotic.
Alrighty.
And
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
there is not.
All right. Now that we are at the top of the order, we are going to kind of close here for the night because we are approaching the 11 o'clock marker. So we will pick up from this point next week.
Excitement abounds.
This has definitely been an interesting session, and I truly hope my rolls are better for next time because I'm telling you, you guys took more fall damage than anything.
I am grateful for the goblin's unerring accuracy.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I can't
Somebody
complain.
has to be.
So, I
I'm
mean,
grateful.
who knew that their true enemy was the ground and they would shoot at it relentlessly?
Yeah, right?
God, I remember reading World of Warcraft. We lost more people to elevators than.
Right?
I mean, being able to fly just requires you throwing yourself at the ground and missing, so, you know, maybe they're on something.
And with that,
Or
for
on
those of
something.
you for those of you who tuned in to watch us, thank you very much. Tune in next week, and have a good weekend. Catch you all later.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.